7:13, the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM, Indiana in the Morning. We're brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. We have a studio full of smiling faces this morning that we're going to be speaking with and find out what they are all about. So my notes say the Indiana County Science of Ag Challenge. So who's going to be the spokesman for the group?
I guess I will.
Okay, let everybody know who you are.
All right, so my name is Elizabeth Bruner. I'm 15 years old, and I'm homeschooled from Blairsville.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Andrea Davis. I am 15 years old, and I am PA Cyber Schooled.
Okay, and the two gentlemen over here to my right.
Good morning. My name's Ryan Fabian. I'm from Homer Center, and I'm 14.
And?
Hello, my name is John Pruner, and I'm 12 years old, and I'm homeschooled.
Okay, Indiana County Science of Ag Challenge. What's that all about?
So I guess we'll start off with what is the Science of Agriculture Challenge. So it's a statewide event for 4-Hers, and they make teams up in their counties. The teams can be of 3 to 4 people in 6th through 12th grade. And you have to find a problem in agriculture and then create a solution to that problem. And then you go to a state competition in June where you present your idea and into a panel of judges, and then you get judged, and you can possibly win scholarship money, and you can also have royalties on your idea.
So you're the team from Indiana County.
We are.
Right? The 4 of you?
Yes.
And how long has this challenge been going on?
I think it's only been 2 years in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And we started the project, I think somewhere in December, we started our project.
So this will be your first competition?
So some of us. So for our team, me and Ryan have done this competition before last year. And John Clark and Andrea, this is their first year doing the Science of Ag Challenge.
Okay, how did you do last year? You took first place, didn't you?
That would have been nice. We actually won the Community Engagement Award last year, which was pretty nice. So we reached the most amount of people with our project.
Okay, now again, how many groups from across the state will be taking part in this?
I think there's 11.
11?
Yes.
Okay, and this will be held where?
In State College.
I was going to say the middle of the state, right?
Yeah.
Has to be State College. Okay, now, my question for you is, you said you have to come up with a, project or a problem?
Yes.
Yeah, step up there. Is that harder than the actual competition to come up with something to work on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, tell us about what your group has been doing this year.
Our group is working on a food box, like HelloFresh or Blue Apron, and we're going to base our food box with like PA foods and fresh foods and stuff.
Okay, do you have anything from Indiana County?
Yeah, we have a few things. Like, we were looking into different farms. Mm-hmm. If you're familiar with Yarnix.
Oh, boy, are we ever.
Definitely. So.
So you have some of their goodies in there as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, gentlemen, what's been the toughest part getting ready for this competition so far?
The toughest part so far has probably been figuring out all the logistics of what we will put into the box and how all the business side of the whole program will work. Yeah, anything else?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when did you start working on it?
December.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a while, right?
Yeah.
It has been.
Right, and you have until when to get it all?
June. The middle of June.
So that's coming up.
Yes.
All right.
Very quickly.
The fact that some of you have done this before, does that help those of you who are doing this for the first time?
Yeah.
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 Okay. How confident are you with your project?
Pretty confident.
Yeah.
Right now it's looking pretty good,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Now you brought along some chaperones with you, and I suppose that these are the adults who have been working for you, right? So let's introduce them and find out who they are.
Okay, so here we have our coaches. We have Carol Skirman, who is the retired extension educator, and Connie Bruner, who's a 4-H leader. She's also one of our coaches. And then we have Carolyn Davis, who is Andrea's mom, and Abigail Bruner, which is my sister.
Okay, those are some familiar names. We've talked with you folks on before. You want to step up and fill us in a little bit more about how all this got started? And somebody decided here in Indiana County that this would be a good thing for our Indiana County ag students to get involved in, right?
Go ahead, Connie.
So the concept of this idea is sort of based on the TV show Shark Tank, if you've heard of that.
Okay, yes.
And so people come up with ideas and then pitch them to investors, and then they, in turn, receive some royalties back off of what their ideas are. And so the idea then implements down to the 4-H kids. And so if they come up with a prototype of something and design something, and that's where the STEM idea comes into the project. And if they come up with something and then they can pitch it to somebody who wants to buy into it, then the students will get royalties off of their idea, which in turn is good for them in their high school. And after their high school career, they can use that money for college. And then there's scholarships attached for the first place, second place, and third place teams at the state level.
So the better the idea, the better
Correct.
chance you have of getting a bigger
Correct.
sum.
And there are different pillars that students can choose to go into. This idea is under the lifestyle pillar because what people eat and how they choose to eat is a lifestyle decision.
Right.
And so they came up with a team name. Carol, you want to talk a little more about that?
Team name is the Keystone Clover Kitchen. And we developed a logo that will be on our boxes and the kids' aprons. Today we're actually having a meeting to look at a business plan concept with someone from the IUP Small Business Program. So there are lots of components to this. In addition to all the presentations we're trying to do to give us practice, but also get our message out to the public.
Now, what are some of the other categories that will be part of all this?
Other pillars?
Yes.
Okay, so the pillars, I think they are animals, lifestyle, technology, food, fiber, and energy, economy, and I think there's one more. I'm forgetting it, though.
Okay.
There's like 6.
What was the group before? Do you remember what their pillar was?
Last year?
Yes.
Last year we
last
were
year?
economy. We were economy last year.
How to make money, how to save money, how to spend money.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit of all of that,
all of
really.
that?
Yeah. We were working on a project with dairy farmers and how to save dairy farmers money by working with colostrum and feeding it to their calves.
Okay. And you said you did win something.
We won the Community Engagement Award, which means we just reached the most people out of all the teams in the state.
Okay. Was there a monetary gift with that?
Yeah, we got $100 each.
Okay.
So
All right. Very good.
better
Now,
than nothing.
That's right. So this is something that I imagine is going to take place every year, right,
Yes.
for Indiana County.
Yes.
If some of the kids out there, or maybe some parents listening this morning, would like to get involved in
Definitely.
this project, how do they do that?
You can, if you're already in 4-H, you can just ask your extension educator, who is Stacy Ritz. She's also one of our coaches. Or you can just call the extension office, which what's their number?
Yes, their phone number for the office is 724-465-3880. And the interesting part is that students don't have to be a member in 4-H already. If they're interested in this type of a project or activity, they can call the office and get signed up to participate in a team next year.
Okay. All the teams consist of 4 members?
3 to 4 members.
3 to 4 members? Okay.
And counties can have more than one team as long as they've got the support, coaches and whatnot that
Right.
will help the kids with their ideas.
And what's the age group again?
6th through 12th grade.
Okay. All right. Does it look like it's going to be a strong future for Indiana County in this sort of activity?
We had a lot of kids who wanted to do the Science of Ag Challenge this year. The problem is it takes a lot of time and energy, so the kids have been meeting at least once a week just to talk about the activity and the project. And then on top of that, they've been going to other 4-H groups, local community groups, to present their idea so they get practice, because the judges listen to the pitch and then they ask them questions. And so the more they get out into the public and the more questions they get asked, the more prepared they'll be for that state contest.
So some after school and weekend time, it sounds like.
Oh, yes.
Right. Okay. What's the biggest problem you still have to solve before you're ready for your final presentation? Something that's really hanging over your heads that you want to get taken care of?
Probably getting a final box together. So right now we kind of have bits and pieces. Like we have the logo and we have ideas, but we don't have like all the food in a box and all the recipes and all the information about Pennsylvania that we're going to be putting in the box. So probably just getting a prototype of the box.
Well, we want
ready.
to wish you the best of luck, and after this is over, you're going to have to come back and tell us how you did and show us that first place. You get a trophy or something, or a certificate or something?
We get money.
And money, show us that money, and we'll take it from there. So congratulations. Thanks so much for stopping by this morning on Indiana in the Morning.
Get ready.